Hey guys, Tom here, and today I am bringing you the big one, the WrestleMania 32 predictions on my channel. I do one of these every single pay-per-view. You guys absolutely love them, and if you could comment your predictions, that would be absolutely awesome. I'm going to go through the whole match card, predict every single match, and tell you who I think is winning each match at WrestleMania on Sunday in Dallas, Texas, in the AT&T Stadium. It's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to start things off by talking about the main event, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match between Triple H, the champion, against the challenger, Roman Reigns. I suppose this match is pretty predictable. I'm going to go out and say that the winner is going to be Roman Reigns. I think everybody, 99% of the WWE's audience, have known this for about 6 months, that Roman Reigns is winning back the title at WrestleMania. So Roman Reigns is my winner at WrestleMania 32. I think it just makes sense. Roman Reigns gets his revenge on the Authority at the grandest stage of them all in the main event. And let's be honest, Vince has been pushing Roman for years and years and years, and this is where it finally happens. He gives him the title and lets him go with it. Now, I just don't think they're going to screw Roman Reigns out of the title for the second year in a row. Last year, Seth Rollins screwed him out the title with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't think they're going to do it again. I think they're just going to have to go with it, and that's what they're going to do. Now, the boos recently, it just hasn't stopped Roman getting his big push, and I don't think it's going to stop him getting it here either. Roman Reigns, he's at the top of the food chain, and I don't think he's going anywhere. Vince is stubborn. He's going to get this guy over. He's going to put the title on Roman Reigns at the biggest stage of them all. And at the end of the day, I don't feel like they ever planned on letting Triple H have the title for very long. So it makes sense for Roman Reigns to get his revenge on the Authority at the grandest stage of them all, take the title away from Triple H, and there you go. So swiftly moving on, my prediction for the Undertaker versus Shane McMahon match in a Hell in a Cell. I'm going to go and say that the winner is going to be Shane McMahon, and he's going to take over Monday Night Raw. Yes, I know that Undertaker's career at WrestleMania is on the line, but I just think Shane McMahon is getting the win here. Undertaker, he's getting a bit old for this. The last few years, his matches have been pretty slow, pretty disappointing, and I think if Shane McMahon doesn't win here, it's going to be a big disappointment. Now, Shane McMahon's return was absolutely shocking. It was amazing, and bringing him back just to lose at WrestleMania, I think would just feel like a bit of a waste of time and a bit of a shame. It's been 2.5 years since the Authority started running things on Monday Night Raw, and it got very stale very fast, and it's surprising the Authority angle has lasted this long. Everybody, in my opinion, is bored of Triple H and Stephanie running things, and even like Shane McMahon said himself, the ratings are down, and I think it's largely due to the fact that the repetitiveness of the Authority angle. I mean, how many times is Raw started with a Triple H promo or a Stephanie McMahon promo? Ratings are down because it's stale, boring. The WWE itself needs a change, and mainly the change will come when the Authority get the hell out of Monday Night Raw. And I think if Shane McMahon doesn't win here, then this whole thing of bringing Shane McMahon back will just feel like a hell of a waste of time. And I think having Shane win here will really make things exciting again, and ratings will definitely go up. I mean, Raw is 3 hours. It gets very boring when you see the same old thing happen over and over again. But if Shane McMahon's in charge, that would be very unpredictable. Imagine the Raw after WrestleMania where Shane's in charge, everything is uncertain, anything could happen. I think that is what everybody wants to see, and I think it would be a huge disappointment if Undertaker won here and then Monday Night Raw just stayed the same. I mean, that would just feel like a bit of a disappointment. I think the WrestleMania moment for me is Shane McMahon winning here and taking control of Monday Night Raw. It just doesn't make sense for Undertaker to win here and we go back to the same old crap on Monday Night Raw. I think this whole match is set up to give Shane the win at WrestleMania and dethrone the Authority once and for all at the grandest stage of them all. So that's my prediction. What do you guys think? Comment below if you think Undertaker is winning. Tell me why. Why do you think Undertaker is winning that match? Anyway, Dean Ambrose against Brock Lesnar in a no-holds-barred match. People have been comparing this to Mick Foley against Edge at WrestleMania. I think this one could be even bloody better. This one is going to be absolutely awesome, and I think I'm going to predict that Dean Ambrose is winning this match and beating the beast, Brock Lesnar, once and for all. I think Ambrose is going to shock the world at WrestleMania and beat Brock Lesnar, and I think that's what everybody wants to see. Lesnar, this is important. He hasn't been pinned since he broke the streak 2 years ago, and really, they're yet to pull the trigger on Dean Ambrose. How are they going to officially pull the trigger on Dean Ambrose with a win over the beast Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? This could make him a huge, huge star, but if he loses, then this could halt his momentum hugely. Ambrose needs to beat Brock Lesnar here, but they can also make Lesnar look strong in defeat. The fact it's a no-holds-barred match, they can make Brock Lesnar look like a beast in this match, even if he goes on to lose to Dean Ambrose. And I think a win for Lesnar, what does it do? What does it achieve? It doesn't achieve much. He's a beast. Does he really need a win over Dean Ambrose? I don't think so. But if Dean Ambrose loses, I think this could ruin his main event career. He freaking needs this win. They still really are yet to pull the trigger on this guy, Dean Ambrose, but with a win over Brock Lesnar, he could be your top babyface star, and I truly believe that. So I'm going to say Dean Ambrose wins this match. I'm praying it happens because it needs to happen. There you go. Dean Ambrose is my prediction. The next match I'm going to predict is the Divas title match, Charlotte, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. It's going to be a great one, could be one of the best Divas matches, women's matches we have seen ever, and I'm going to say the winner is Sasha Banks. I think it's a safe bet to say that Charlotte is not walking out as the champion. I think she's been champion for way too bloody long. Her reign got boring very fast, in my opinion. You might disagree with that. If you do, comment below. But I think her reign got boring very, very fast. And I think it's certain that we are going to get a title change here, which finally mixes things up in the Divas division. It's got stale quite quickly. I'm kind of sick of seeing Charlotte walking around with a belt. I think WrestleMania is the time to change hands and see a new diva at the top. So I'm going to go with Sasha Banks walking out as the champion here. I think if you compare her to Becky Lynch, Sasha is more popular. I think she's the better diva overall, a better wrestler, and I can definitely see her carrying the division more than Becky Lynch. Now, that's not to say Becky Lynch can't win. I just think the odds are more in Sasha Banks' favour. She's much more popular. In my opinion, she's a better wrestler, and in my opinion, I can see her carrying the division in years to come, rather than Becky Lynch. But I think it's certain we are going to get a Divas Championship change. If Becky Lynch walks out, it might be a little bit surprising, but I definitely think she's more likely to walk out as the champion than Charlotte. But overall, I'm going to go with Sasha on this one. I think she's the better wrestler, and I can see her carrying the division for a while. So there you go. I think she's the best wrestler on the roster to carry the belt, and it's the best way to do it at WrestleMania. Put the belt on Sasha Banks. The next match I'm going to predict is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. My winner is Mark Henry. Now, after Big Show won it last year, it's pretty clear they aren't really taking this Battle Royal as seriously as we'd hoped. I mean, Cesaro won at WrestleMania 30 and we were like, oh yes, this is going to be Cesaro's big push finally, and it never happened. And then Big Show won it last year and this match kind of never really means anything. So I'm going to go and say Mark Henry wins this match. Now, it was apparently heard backstage that the WWE wanted to give Mark Henry a big send-off at WrestleMania this year. And Henry, he is set to retire in the next upcoming months. And I think it's very fitting if they give him the win in this Battle Royal and give him a really nice send-off. I think that's great. And it is in his home state, Dallas, Texas, which makes sense. If he wins this, it's a great send-off, and I think that's a really nice way to give Henry his last win at WrestleMania. That would be absolutely awesome. So I'm going to go with Mark Henry to win this match. I think this is the only really possible send-off he will get. I can't see any other option. So for me, Mark Henry to win the Battle Royal, get a really nice send-off in his home state, and yeah, that would be a great way to end Mark Henry's great career. The next match I'm going to predict is the Usos versus the Dudley Boyz, and I'm going to go with the winners as the Usos. I think the Dudley Boyz, it's pretty sure that they came back to put over younger talent. They've said in many interviews that, yeah, we're back to put over younger talent, and I think that's what they're going to do at WrestleMania. So the Usos, they've been really dead in the water for a while. They haven't done a lot. They've been pretty stale. They've been pretty boring, but I think a win here would give them the momentum they need to kick it up, get into an extra gear, and really challenge for the title. They've been really dead in the water for a hell of a long time. A win over the Dudley Boyz here, though, I think I could see some promising things from the Usos. They really need a big win. They can get it here against the Dudley Boyz. If they lose, though, ooh, it could be a recipe for disaster. I think they've got to get the win here, move on to bigger and better things, and get some momentum here. Now, the next match I'm going to predict is the Total Divas match versus Team Bad and Blonde. That's what they're calling it. So I'm going to go with the winners as Total Divas here. Now, the Total Divas team is Brie Bella, Paige, Natalya, Alicia Fox, and Eva Marie. I just think the WWE will want to make the Total Divas look strong and, most importantly, relevant in this match. I think usually the babyfaces go over on the pre-show, so I'm going to go with the Total Divas here. And to be honest, it could possibly be Brie Bella's last match, and I think she will want to get the win at the biggest stage of them all, and this could be possibly her send-off as well as Mark Henry's. So for me, Brie Bella's team to get the win against Lana's team. And do they really have any plans for Lana in the future? I don't think so, so I'm going to go with the Total Divas to pick up the win here. The next match I'm going to predict is Kalisto versus Ryback. The winner of this match and the new United States champion is Ryback. I think he's recently changed up his gimmick to a heel, and it just seems like he's going to be getting a push as a heel wrestler. There's lots of baby faces on this roster going over. Ryback, he's one of the only heels I think he's winning here, and that's why I'm going to go with the Ryback. I might possibly have gone with Kalisto if there was more heels on the card winning, but I think there's not many heels I can see winning here, so I'm going to go with Ryback in this match to make up the numbers for the heel side. Ryback to win this match. He's recently turned heel. Kind of a new gimmick for Ryback. It might be their last resort as well. If this gimmick doesn't work as a heel, his future's looking very bad. So I think if they put the belt on Ryback, they can see how he does with it, and I'm going to go with Ryback in this match. He's recently turned heel, still cementing his gimmick as a heel. So for me, Ryback to get the win here, become the new United States champion, and see how he does. If he doesn't do well as a heel after winning the champion here, then I don't really see much of a future for Ryback. I don't see him losing either. If he loses, then it's kind of over for Ryback, I think. I think Ryback needs to win here and see what he can do with that belt. I think this is his last opportunity to prove what he can do. The next match I'm going to predict is the New Day against the League of Nations. The winner in this Tag Team Championship match, I'm going to go with the winner, the League of Nations. A lot of people are going to want to see the New Day win here, but I think the League of Nations, they could really get over with a win here as a heel team. I think the New Day, they've been champions for a while. They've been running things at the top for a hell of a long time, and I do think it is time for a little bit of a change in the tag team division. And the League of Nations, if you look at the tag team division, they are the only really credible challengers in the division. Now, if the New Day retain here, then there's nobody really left to challenge them. I think the New Day really need to win here. They've been getting a lot of spotlight recently. Many baby faces are going over on this card. I think Ryback and the League of Nations are really the only heels I see winning on this card. So for me, the League of Nations become the new tag team champions and mix things up in the tag team division for once. I think when the New Day, they don't really need the belt. I think they're great without it or with it. I think I remember back in the day when they didn't have the belt, they were pretty good, so I think it's good to see the New Day once again, not with the belts and chasing the champions. I think that'll be interesting to see, but I definitely think the League of Nations are winning here. They've been getting a lot of spotlight recently, and I think they should take the belts here and finally dethrone the New Day. The next match I'm going to predict is the Intercontinental Championship match. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, Sin Cara, The Miz, and Stardust will all go in to a ladder match to determine the Intercontinental Champion. I'm going to go with the winner, Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens is going to retain here. I think there's way too many title changes on this card already, with Roman winning, you've got Ryback potentially winning, new tag team champions, new Divas champion. I think there's too many people on this card, too many title changes, so I'm going to go with a retain for Kevin Owens. So for me, there's also too many baby faces winning on this card as well, so Kevin Owens is one of the few heels, like I've said in the past, who is winning on this card. I think Kevin Owens, I think what could set up a match between Sami Zayn and himself at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view would be for Kevin Owens to cost Sami Zayn the title here, maybe by cheating, doing something devious, and I think at the end of the day it is Kevin Owens' first WrestleMania match. He's been calling it Owens Mania, so I think Kevin Owens should win here, retain his title, and move on to a feud against Sami Zayn. The next match I'm going to predict, and the final match, is AJ Styles against Chris Jericho. I'm going to go with the winner, AJ Styles. I think this one's pretty predictable. Jericho known for putting over younger talent. It's AJ Styles' first WrestleMania match. He's quickly becoming one of the most popular talents in the WWE. The babyface AJ Styles should get the win here and end the feud once and for all. This feud has been going on for a while. AJ Styles should seal the deal, get the win over Chris Jericho, and move on to bigger and better things. Jericho, he's known for putting over younger talent. It makes sense this match is happening, so AJ Styles gets his first WrestleMania win. So that's my prediction, guys, for the full show WrestleMania 32. I hope you guys have in fact enjoyed my WrestleMania 32 predictions. I hope you guys are also going to enjoy the pay-per-view as well and are enjoying my videos up on the channel. I'm uploading daily WrestleMania videos at the moment. I hope you guys are enjoying them. So thanks for watching. Share your predictions in the comment section as well. Smash the likes. Take care. Spike your hair.